Manual how to put together the Singer Treadle sewing machine. This is particular ones for the 7 drawer, the 4 drawer, and the other ones are the same thing as far as the cast iron is concerned. We're going to put a Model 66 Sphinx Singer sewing machine, which any sewing machine is pretty much going to be the same. The first thing I'm going to do is go over the tools you need. I have a large straight screwdriver. I have a medium-sized straight screwdriver, an open-ended wrench, which is 3/4 inch, and then another open-ended wrench, which is 5/8. I also use grease for the actual machine, and I'm going to apply it with just some Q-tip in some of the spots, which I'll go over. That's optional. It's not a must, but I recommend it to keep the life of the machine quicker. So the first thing we're going to do is attach, this is your centerpiece. We're going to attach that to the 2 side legs. And both sides are the same. You're going to have the Singer, the part with the gold painting, that's going to face the outside. So that's going to face you. You're then going to have the Singer part where with the cross member, that's going to also face the back. So what you're going to do is you're going to connect in 2 places. The first place is going to be that middle point, right in the middle of that circle. Then it's going to tilt for you. But you're going to take it, and you're just going to simply screw it in right there. If you do happen to have a helper, it does make it a little bit easier. It's not a necessity, but it definitely, to hold some pieces, it will make it easier. And then once you get that in, you're going to go over here to there's 2 holes you'll see. You're going to go to, so it's actually tilted like this. So you're going to go to the back hole. And you're using these machined straight head screws. If you have a newer machine from me, it's going to be an Allen head, which I'm not sure the size of it, but it is the same bolt. It's just a newer one because the bolts that came with it needed to be updated. You're going to do that on both sides, and then that'll put it together. Once you put both sides together, this is kind of what it's going to look like. You'll see that it's tilted. You're going to be connected at the top. These are both going to be connected at the same thing. You're going to be connected at the middle. Stop. Next thing we're going to install is your pedal. It looks like this. There's going to be 2 of these that are going to go into it. You see that they have a pointed end on each side. That's actually what makes this slide back and forth. And this actually helps you so that you can create the tension you'd like. This is where I use the grease, just a little bit. We're going to put the pedal, goes right in here, like this. I'm going to actually grease just the inside of that pedal. And I'm going to put it inside of here. I'm going to put it inside of here. That way it stays nice and lubed up. It'll last longer, and it'll be easier to deal with. You take the screw and you screw it in here on your right side, and you also do it on your left side. For now, you kind of want to make sure that this is pretty evenly screwed in. You're going to take your medium-sized screwdriver and just get it in to a certain point on both sides, and then you're going to take that pedal, and it's going to actually slide into there. And you'll take the one side and do that, and we're going to do the same thing with the other side.
Do we hold it?
And again, this is the spot where it's nice to have a helper. And there you go. So we're not going to completely tighten that yet. We're going to leave it a little bit loose because we have to put something else into it, but we want to make sure that it's not falling apart loose. So again, you want to make sure that you have this hole facing what would be the back of the machine, the opposite side of where it says Singer painted. So the next thing you're going to grab is your wheel. The wheel looks like this. If you'll notice, there's also a tightening screw right there. There's going to be a rod that goes into it. This is the rod. Some of the machines will have, it'll be wood. It's the same basic concept as that. It's just the wood, you'll screw it in just the same way. It'll go in the same way. For this is also where you want to use some grease. You want to put it inside the wheel or around the shaft here. This is just going to, if you notice this is going to go right into here. And actually, you want to make sure, because I wasn't paying attention, that the wheel goes into here, just like this. So you want to make sure that you have it correct, and this is going to be on the side of the on the side of the bolt. So once you loosen that bolt up to allow it to go in, and you have it greased up, you're going to see there's a little notch. That's for the screw. You can hand tighten that for now, and then I would honestly, I'd also give it a little tightening with the screwdriver. Once you do that, you're going to, same screws you just got done using, you're going to use same type of screw. It's got the end on it. That's going to go for this. So what's going to end up happening is you're going to bring that bar towards the front of the machine. Excuse me. So this end right here is going to go into here like this. So you'll see that end goes there. You're going to hold it with one hand. This is going to go on the other side of this, and that's going to be screwed in. Same type of concept as far as tightening is concerned. This, we're going to get it in there. We use that bolt on the end. That's what really tightens it and keeps it in place. So you want to make sure that wherever you go with it, you actually are able to tighten that so that it'll stop. Now, as you can see, this is free flowing. You want to make sure that there's no wobbling and it spins correctly. So now with this particular one, you have this bolt. This bolt, just to give it a test, is going to go onto there. Now, if you have the wood actually slides in there. Where this is, there's a little pin that comes out. The wood slides in and you can tighten it right with the wood. So for this one, you're just going to bring it down. You're going to bring the pedal up. It slides right into there. Boom. So once you get that slid into there, you're going to actually tighten this around it. And you can see I'm at a bad angle. So we just tighten it around it. I'm going to get my open-ended wrench for this one. This is going to take a 3/4 inch, and we're going to give it a little tighten so that it's tight. Now, here's where we do the adjusting. As you can see, we want this to be fairly straight going down and moving efficiently. So what you're going to do is you're going to get this guy over to here. Then you're going to make sure that this moves nice and easy. Right now it's not moving as easy because I don't have this tightened. So we're going to get this over to here. We're going to get this into here. We're going to tighten these up. We're going to tighten this guy down. Make sure that nut's backed off too so that you can actually get it all the way into where it's got to go. Don't let that be of detriment to you. So now, make sure that flows just like that. That's how you're going to, that's your machine. You're going to take these bolts and hand tighten them. And then you're going to take your 3/4 inch and give it a little tighten on each side. Put a little elbow grease into it. Same thing with the other side. You're going to tighten that. once those are both tight. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to put on, first, this is your belt guide. Right here, this is the belt guide. This goes right at the top of here. So if you put this belt guide up there, you're going to see it's a triangle, and so is this. So you want to match it up. And this is pretty basically, you gotta go through here to get it done. So then this is going to go the opposite end, and you just screw it in. Screw it in, tighten it, and that's your belt's going to go through there. And then that's that. This is your little cage to protect you from anything happening to you. This also has a guide for the belt. This goes underneath it and actually goes up. So you have a nut and a bolt. One of them you can see it has a square end to it. That's actually going to go here, and that's what stops it from moving, so that you can actually tighten it. And then you just put that on.